Well, my top rated book on confidence is called The Super You. I'm sending it to you, physical book, free. Go to the link down there, you got it.
DreAllDay.com.
What's good, everybody? Dre Baldwin, DreAllDay.com. This video is about intangible assets, the intangible assets we have in life. And I came with this idea from reading this book called Creating Wealth by Robert G. Allen. And the book is based on the foundation of the book is about real estate. It's about buying and selling real estate. But one of the things that he talks about in the book are the assets that you can use to purchase real estate. One of the things he talks about is getting real estate even if you don't have a whole lot of money. And sometimes people don't get into it because they think they don't have money. At least that's what he's saying in his book. And he talked about the assets that people can use in life, the assets that you can use to trade for value. And of course we know the hard assets, right? Cash is one, credit is one, a job is one, and cash, credit, there was one other, and there was a steady paycheck. I forget what the other one was. But those things are the kind of assets that we usually think about when we think about value and things we can use to invest. But there are 4 other assets that I want to talk about in this video that you can utilize anytime in life, even when you don't have a whole lot of money, even if you don't have a job, you don't run a business, you don't have a steady paycheck or any of that. Number one thing that you can use is time. You can trade your time for whatever resources you need. For example, if you go get a job, usually you got to show up to work, right? You do a certain amount of work for a certain amount of time and you get paid for your work, right? So you're trading your time for money. That's one of the assets that you have, time. Now, time is the most valuable asset all of us have because unlike cash or credit or a job or friends or anything else, ideas, we can use those up, waste them, lose them, gain them, and we can always get more back. But time, once it's used up, we can't get it back. So time is the most valuable resource or asset that we have, intangible resource that we have. The second one, knowledge. You can trade the things that you know for resources that you want. For example, if you become a school teacher, you can trade the knowledge that you have, whatever expertise you have. A school teacher may not be the best example. Let's say a professional speaker, or you run a seminar business, or you write books, or you make, I don't know, even YouTube videos, whatever it is, you become a coach or a consultant. You trade your knowledge, your specialized knowledge, for people's money. People pay to come to your class, people pay for you to consult with them, people pay for your books, your online course, your seminar, whatever it is. You're trading your knowledge for what you want. So if you don't have money or credit or a steady paycheck, you can trade your knowledge to get those things. Third intangible asset. Now, why knowledge matters, I want to explain why these matter. Why knowledge matters, I mean, I don't think I had to explain this too much, but we all want to have knowledge, right? We all want to know things. We go to school so we can learn. You watch videos like this, you can gain knowledge. We read, we listen to other people, we talk to people who have achieved more than us. We keep our eyes and ears open and our mouths closed, hopefully enough that we can learn things and gain more knowledge, combine it with our own experience and perspective, and then we create new knowledge. Third thing you can have is people. Now, people doesn't mean that you own people, like you own slaves or anything like that. We're talking about relationships. Relationships that you have with other people can open doors for you that you couldn't open on your own. For example, if I want to get some information about starting a business, but I don't know how to do it, but my friend knows somebody who has started a business, I can call my friend and say, yo, you know anybody who started a business? They say, yeah, I know this person over here. They connect me with that person. Now I can get the knowledge. So we can trade on our relationships to get the things that we want. If you listen to successful business people talk, a lot of them talk about relationships, right? I want to start a business, or I lost my job, or I was trying to figure this thing out and I didn't know what to do, but I tapped into my network. I tapped into my relationships. I reached out to people who I had worked with in the past. They were able to connect me with this person, help me with this, give me funding for that. They utilized their relationships to get what they wanted, to get where they wanted to be, to learn what they needed to know, make themselves some money. So tapping into people, tapping into relationships is a very important asset that we can have. Now, understand that people are all over the place, everywhere that we go, but it's the relationships that we have with the people that matters, that makes it an asset. So it's not just knowing people, but it's having a valuable relationship where you've offered them value, they've offered you value, and they be willing to help you. That's what makes it an intangible asset for you. That's the third one. The fourth one is courage. Courage, heart, confidence. That is the fourth intangible asset that I'm sharing here. And the reason why courage is an asset is because, I mean, think about it. How many people don't do things in life? How many things have you done in your life that you know people, you know for a fact, there are people that you know who want to do that thing, but they won't do it because they're afraid. For whatever reason. They're afraid it's going to cost too much money. They're afraid nobody's going to like it. They're afraid it's not going to work. Whatever working means, they're afraid they're going to lose their job. They're afraid something's going to happen or nothing's going to happen. So they don't do the same thing that you've already done. You were going to do it because you have more heart than them. You have more balls in them. You have more courage in them. Courage is a very important asset in life because, listen, sometimes in life you got to take a risk. Not every time, not everywhere, but there are times in life where you're going to have to take a risk. There are times in life where you got to bet on yourself. You heard of that phrase before, right? Betting on yourself, that's about courage. Betting, if you're betting on yourself, that means by definition you don't know that it's going to work out. I'm not talking about you doing something where you know it's going to work and is a guarantee. I'm talking about something where there's a chance it could and there's a chance it could not. Do you have the courage to bet on yourself, the confidence to believe in yourself, the balls to put yourself out there boldly and authentically, even when you don't know if you're going to get the result that you want? Not everybody has that, and all of us have it at different levels. So that's why courage can be an asset, because if you have more courage than another person, you can probably get an opportunity that they won't get. You'll try something that they won't try. You'll throw your hat in the ring when a lot of people want to keep theirs on their heads. So those are the 4 assets that I'm sharing with you here: time, knowledge, people, meaning relationships, and courage. Utilize these intangible assets when you don't have tangible assets, and you can get all the tangible ones. And when you have a combination of tangible and intangible assets, you can become unstoppable. DreAllDay.com. Work on you.